How's everyone doing out there? Welcome back to Slim Informs Humans. Today we will be talking about the Morgile. Yes, I know everybody just shuddered, but he thinks he can explain the moon phases on a flat Earth. Or he's questioning if he can, or something like that. We'll see in this video. Just watch.
Okay, so why don't we see the new moon?
We don't see the new moon because the sun is directly behind it and there is no light to reflect off of the front of the surface or the sides. I solved it. Video over. We can all go home. Oh crap, there's more. Well, I guess let's keep watching.
So what are the moon phases, right? I guess that's a good question. So we know that it's not what the heliocentric theory purports, right? Couldn't possibly be. So what are the moon phases according to the flat Earth model?
Well, for one, the flat Earth model isn't a model. You don't have anything to show us, so that means nothing. So what are you trying to show us? Oh, you're just gonna go into the fallacy thing. Wait, hold on. I jumped the gun. Just keep watching.
Well, we have our ideas. I mean, I would say that things are mysteries. There are mysteries out there. And, how did I put in the video? In order to disprove the Santa Claus phenomenon, you don't need to disprove Rudolph's red nose, right? So once you show like the moon is visible from a place where it couldn't be, or where you show that there's no curvature, or you prove that there's no motion of the Earth, then the ball Earth theory just definitely falls apart, and no further explanation is necessary.
That is very cute and all there, but you guys have not proven anything. So, you don't have one leg to stand on saying, well, you don't need to prove his nose being red if... Where's your foundation? Where is your model? Where's your measurements? Where's your maths? Yeah, that cuckoo clock was because you're freaking nuts, homie.
But in terms of the moon phases, I'm one of the few who, of the flat Earth community, that still reserves the possibility that the moon phases have to do with the relationship of the moon and the sun. So in other words, there's an element of the community that leans more towards the phases being because of the moon is self-luminous or something to that effect. I don't necessarily adhere to that. I mean, it's a possibility, I would say, but I would also say that it's a strong possibility that the phases of the moon have to do with the relationship of the moon and the sun. Not, of course, in the ball Earth sort of arrangement, but more to do with the elevation of the two. So it is possible that the relative elevation overhead the plane of the moon and the sun varies, okay? And so why don't we see the new moon? It's because there's no light to reflect.
You got it correct. You can't see the new moon because there's no sunlight to reflect off of the front of it or the sides. But in your case, you think we live on a disc that is on top of a elephant that's on top of a turtle that's suspended on top of nothing or something like that. Or if you don't believe in that, but he still believes it's flat. I mean, what the?
The moon, when it's not lit, if it's a physical object, it should be, obscuring stars that it passes in front of.
Now, I believe that this does happen. I believe it's called occultation. If I'm incorrect, comment down below and let me know if I didn't get that right. But what is he talking about? The moon's light does obscure stars that go behind it because it blocks their light. Remember, kids.
Drugs are bad. You shouldn't do drugs. Okay.
So the moon's phases, though, again, if the moon and sun are alternating, because they both go around the same path, right? The moon takes a month to go from Tropic of Capricorn to Tropic of Cancer and back, whereas the sun takes a year. So it's the tortoise and the hare sort of parable living itself out. But their relationship in altitude, it seems, may be variable. And there's other circumstantial evidence to support this. So like you have the different types of eclipses, right? You've got the annular eclipses where the moon transits the sun and leaves a ring around the moon. And then you have total eclipses, solar, where the moon transits the sun and completely blots out the sun. So that tells me that the apparent relative sizes of the two objects, if they are objects, varies.
Wait, did he just say the object sizes change? So he says that the sun and the moon sizes change. Oh, he is way crazier than I thought.
That what's gotten us into a lot of trouble with the heliocentric model is trying to come up with answers for everything right down to the umpteenth decimal point. And really, it's a bit of it's a bit arrogant, I think, to assume that we can come up with answers for everything. And I would say that leaving the heavens a mystery is a wise thing, because frankly, nobody's ever gone there physically. Nobody's ever going. Certainly not NASA. You know, the fact of the matter is, the Earth we know measurably is flat and stationary, and so the moon, while it is a light in the sky, it's not a destination. And so anyone that claims they know what the moon is or know what's going on with the phases precisely, I think is just is deluded. They're lying to themselves.
You serious?
That is not how science works. We don't get to a question or an idea and go, well, let's just leave that a mystery. Let's never figure it out. No, we come up with a hypothesis that we would like to discover and figure out, and we figure it out. Now you claim that nobody's ever been to the moon and we don't have rockets to go to space. Citation needed, or prove to me that we haven't, when we have billions of photos from space, from different space organizations, from different missions, from the ISS, from other things, from satellites. So prove to me that we haven't been there and it's not a physical thing before you start sputtering out that you know that the Earth is flat. You say that you don't have all the answers for all the measurements for flat Earth and everything. Well, go out and start measuring it. Start trying to figure it out instead of sitting in your house with your 3 friends smoking crack. Go do some actual research instead of sitting in your house and pondering about how smart you think you are. You guys are fucking nuts.
That's about all we can do. I mean, that is what science is doing the best with the tools that you've got, isn't it? And admitting when you don't have answers, and striving for answers when you can. But again, certain things I think are best left to mystery. I mean, permanent mystery.
Yes, if you are a basement dweller that never leaves the house and you'd rather life be a mystery and not go out and figure things out and go test things for yourself, or read documents or peer-reviewed papers or go try to figure things out, yeah, just sit back and smoke drugs and do nothing with your life, Morgile. That's what you should keep doing. But the rest of us are going to keep trying to learn and make ourselves more educated. Well, that's all I can take of this flat tard. Thanks for watching, tuning in. The original video will be in the description. I'll leave any comments below. See y'all later, you lovely humans. Goodbye!